Good evening, friends. I am Dr. Sanjeet Kumar Das. I am Professor of Marketing in Sri Balaji University, Pune. Today, the topic of discussion is residual price elasticity. It's a very interesting concept because we all are aware of and we are quite familiar with price elasticity of demand. There are different elasticity of demand we all are aware of, like price elasticity, income elasticity, and cross elasticity of demand. But this residual price elasticity, I hope everyone should know it. Why? Because many times when we discuss in the classroom about price elasticity of demand, generally we take other things into constant, which is not possible, feasible in real life. So let us come to know that what is residual price elasticity. The moment we are going to change the price, the demand for our product will definitely change. But at the same time, the competitor is also going to react to the price change that is being done by us. So when we change our price, the volume of our product changes, that is own price elasticity. By seeing the change of price, the competitor also react to it, that is known as competitor reaction elasticity. And based on the price change of the competitor, it has an impact on the demand of our brand. So that is known as cross elasticity of demand. So there are three things. One is own price elasticity, the other one is competitor reaction elasticity, and the third one is cross elasticity. So let us see how to calculate this thing. It is seen that residual price elasticity is equal to own price elasticity plus product of competitor reaction elasticity and cross elasticity. So change in sales from residual elasticity is equal to own price change in percentage multiplied by residual price elasticity, which is a number. Take for example, a company decides to reduce the price by 15%. It has estimated its own price elasticity to be -2. Ignoring competitive response, the company would expect a 15% price reduction to yield an approximately 30% increase in sale. That is quite simple. That is -2 multiplied by -15%. The company estimate competitor reaction elasticity to be 1. That is, in response to the firm's action, competitors are expected to shift in the same direction and by an equal percentage. The company estimate cross elasticity to be 0.8. That is, a small percentage change in competitor's price will result in a change in the firm's own sales of 0.8%. On the basis, as we have earlier discussed, that residual elasticity is equal to own price elasticity plus competitor reaction elasticity multiplied by cross elasticity. So in our example, it will come to -1.2. So sales increase is equal to change in price into residual elasticity, that is -15% into -1.2, that is equal to 18% increase in sales. So why we should know this? As ignoring this residual price elasticity, we have calculated that there will be a change of 30% sales. But now the resultant after inclusion of residual price elasticity, we are going to get only 18%. So many a times we discuss the elasticity taking other factors as constant, which is not practically applicable in real life situation. From this example, it is evident that the competitor reactions and cross elasticity are expected to reduce the firm's initially projected sales increase. Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience listening. Bye bye. Take care.